Hey guys, your boy R is back at it again with another video. Just wanted to do a sort of walkthrough for Apocalyptic Shadow. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this at first, but I figured it'd be a good idea considering the fact that I know that a lot of people are struggling with this mode thus far. This is definitely harder than Memory of Chaos, but I was able to get 7,000 points. This is actually recorded after I did the gameplay because I gapped too much in my first intro. So I was able to get 7,000 while I was walking through it. So that's interesting. But let's go into the teams really quick, explain the breakdown. Everybody has Yue Yi. If you have Acheron with a proper team built around her, I would definitely use her opposed to Yue Yi. But this is a more free-to-play friendly team, so I'm going to be using Yue Yi for this one. Robin is so goddamn insane. She's tier 0 in this mode. Tier 0. A lot of people I've seen disrespecting Robin, saying that she was hyped up too much, overhyped, overvalued. No, she's not. I'm going to prove that. She is E1, S1. If you don't have her, I would recommend using Yue Yi's sister Hanya because she's very, very fast and she can compete with the speed of the bosses, and she can also increase the attack and speed of Yue Yi. Ting Yun, standard. She gives your DPS or whoever you need to have the energy in order to sustain, but specifically for this team comp, you need Ting Yun in order to make sure that Robin's ultimate stays up. The dance is also helpful for further advancing of your action values. And then Fu Xuan, if you don't have Fu Xuan, that's perfectly okay, but Fu Xuan allows you to avoid a lot of damage, boosts up your crit rate and crit damage if you have her at E1 like I do. She also has an ult that damages, so you can use that in order to tick up Yue Yi's karma. But if you do not have Fu Xuan, the only option that you have here is Lynx, because Lynx can cleanse your entire team. You're gonna need to use her if you don't have Fu Xuan, unfortunately. Now, you also could use Huo, so that's not your only option, but I'm saying from a free-to-play perspective, you would have to use Lynx if you don't have Fu Xuan and you don't have Huo or Hue. So if you're going to be using Lynx, make sure that she has very high HP, has a solid amount of speed. I recommend using her on Messenger. And then I would also make sure that her effect res is as high as you can get it. As high as you can get it. My Fu Xuan's effect res is about 80%. You're going to want your Lynx to have a similar amount of effect res. And don't say it's not possible, because my damn Bailu, who I don't even use anymore, has 92% effect res and still has over 6,000 HP. It's possible. Believe. All right. Of course, for the buff, we're using the ultimate buff, and we're not using a dot team, so we had no reason to use this, and we are not using super break, so we had no reason to use this. So moment of termination is the best for this team. For the second team, I am using Himiko because I have her at E5. If you're not going to use Himiko because you don't have her and you just recently got Firefly, obviously that works. You can also use Argenti versus Argenti. Why not? You have him, he works perfectly fine as well. And if you have D-Hill, that also works perfectly fine. Now, I don't know about Jinglu. I haven't tried her, but the reason why I'm using Himiko is because of her ability to use those follow-ups to break the shields faster. So that's the reason why I'm using Himiko. Ron Mei is absolutely cracked. Has been cracked and has only gotten better in this mode, especially with Harmony main character. I recently got her with her light cone, so now she is E1 S1, and I put the light cone that she previously had. I think it's like some memories light cone. It's the break effect light cone. I can't remember what it's called right now. I put that on Harmony main character, and my Harmony main character is E6. Luocha is not needed, but he is very helpful for breaking shields. If you don't have Luocha, I would highly recommend that you use Gallagher. Basically, any sustain that can break shields is going to be helpful in getting rid of the shield, specifically in the second wave, when your characters are facing the shields, you're going to need to break those before they get a chance to activate their special abilities. So that's what you're going to be using Luocha or Gallagher for. If you don't have Raw-Mei, you're kind of in a rough spot, to be honest. You've kind of messed yourself up by, if you don't have Raw-Mei and you don't have Robin, I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. I guess you could try Sparkle here. I'm sure that Sparkle works. I just think that Raw-Mei with Harmony main character is way more broken than having Sparkle there. But if you do decide to run a team of, like, let's say D-Hill, Sparkle, Harmony main character, and Luocha or Gallagher, that should be more than sufficient. I just think that this team is pretty goddamn strong. And of course, we're using the Sundered Paradise buff. I will have builds at the end. I'm not putting that at the beginning because it's too time consuming. If you want to see the builds, go to the end and then come back here. All right, going into the walkthrough, if you have any questions or anything like that, any questions or concerns, drop your comments down below. Thanks for watching. Going on to the walkthrough. All right, so the good part about this team is that I get to activate all my techniques ahead of time. Frame 1, Ting Yun. Every time. Literally, as soon as the match starts, Ting Yun. You're going to battery Robin literally every single time that Ting Yun has her ult, without question. Give that energy to Robin. Her ult needs to be up so that she can prevent you from being overrun by how fast these enemies are. So, we're going to ult her up. I do like my my Zhui Yi and my Ting Yun getting hit as opposed to my Robin. Doesn't help me at all if my Robin gets hit. Frame 1, meaning as soon as she gets her ultimate, you ult. If you look over to the left, you'll see that the action values of every single one of my characters just went to 0. And of course, the name of the game is to have as high of an action value as possible by the end of the fight. So the less action values you use, the higher that score is going to be. And generally, of course, it's helpful because you don't want these guys going off on you too early. So we're going to go ahead and skill here. And I also just want to show you the buffs that are currently reflected on my Zhui Yi. 4,000 attack. And it's important to note that Broken Keel does stack crit damage. She had 112. Now she has 182. You see she's getting a lot of attack from Robin. And every time that she gets hit, that's going to be even more attack. She's getting 74% extra damage right there. And of course, she's getting a 12% crit rate. So there's going to be a lot of damage incoming. And a lot of that damage is going to come from not only Robin, but from that ultimate damage buff that we selected before the match started. And that is going to play a very huge effect into how we proceed with this fight. So the only person we're going to be targeting is Japard, because he has the most annoying shield in existence that protects him and her from getting, well, at least it protects her toughness bar from being broken, not his own. Why that's important is because Zhui Yi's ultimate, even with no weakness, can drop this bar. But if the shield's up, I can't touch her toughness bar at all. So we're only focusing on him. He has to die first, unfortunately. So goodbye, Japard. You gotta go. We want our Ting Yun to get hit. I don't know why they love hitting Ting Yun, but we want her to get hit, so it's fine. Great. More attack. Now, like I said, the instant you get your ult on Ting Yun, you're only giving your energy to Robin. That's it. And again, we're only attacking him as our primary target. No one else matters right now except for Japard. He has to die. We're going to ult. And there it goes. Now we're going to basic. Ult again. This is why Robin is T0. People do not understand how broken that is. Until you see it, you don't understand. You really don't. And you're not going to be able to get her full potential unless you have her light comb. So I've heard a lot of people like, oh, Robin's not that good. I regret pulling her. That's because you didn't properly plan for her. That's your fault. Realistically, it is. She is on the same tier as Ron May. I'm going to prove that right here. So we're still going to keep targeting this dude. We're going to basic. Basic. Skill. And before our buff runs out, he's going to die here. Every time he dies there. It's fine that we don't have the buff for this hit. It's not that big of a deal. I could have reactivated it. As you can see, I had the extra skill point. I most definitely should have activated Ting Yun's skill. It's literally free damage. That was a misplay on my part. Too busy explaining things. We're going to ult again. This is going to hurt a lot. 371. We're not done, by the way. Literally, as soon as you get that, as soon as you get all that energy, you're going to go all on Jue Yi, all on Ting Yun, all on Fu Xuan. And just to be crystal clear, this is the only time where you can put Ting Yun's ult on Jue Yi. Any other time, you're ulting up Robin if she doesn't have her ultimate already. And because of Dance, look at that. Ting Yun just became faster than Robin for a second, which is more free damage. So we're just going to basic. And can you guess what we're going to do? That's right. We're going to ult again. Skill. I'm actually going to skill again because I don't want it to run out like I did last time. Basic, she's out. We started at 2,000. Now we're at 1,700. So good start. If you're at 1,700 or above, you're good. The aim is to end this battle with at least 3,300 points, which means that you're going to need at least 1,300 action value by the time the battle is over, just to make it easier on your second half. Now, in this case, now that we're on this phase, we're going to attack this piece here, this quantum piece, because we want the karma of Jue Yi to increase. And then Ting Yun is going to focus on this one right here. And in case you didn't know, I think it's, I can't remember which Eidolon does this, or maybe it's her built into her kit. I can't remember. I'm sorry. But when she does a follow-up, she'll reduce the toughness of everything here. Anything that she hits, she'll reduce the toughness of. It doesn't matter what their weakness is. It'll reduce it. So we're going to go ahead and do our basic here. Now, the game, I thought it was a good idea to keep AoEing my whole team, but no. So we're going to take the energy we just got and redirect that immediately to Robin. We're going to go ahead and skill here. Now, remember what I said. It doesn't matter if she has weakness or not. I can still reduce that toughness bar. So we're going to do that right before our buff runs out. Going right back into it. Remember what I said? Basic. Now we can start targeting her and reducing her toughness bar. Basic. Oh. This also is very helpful in breaking these things. There you go. And we don't care about that. We don't, my Robin doesn't care about being stunned. And we're going to go ahead and skill here. Skill here. Oh yeah, I love AoE attacks. Nom 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 nom, my favorite. Nom nom nom, my motherfucking favorite. I appreciate that. Thanks for the energy, buddy. I don't care. Oh no! I care about that. That hurts. That sucks. Fortunately, yeah, that does happen sometimes. It does. I hate that when I'm trying to do my walkthrough, I can't get the perfect showcase, but you know, nothing can ever be perfect. And of course, you're just gonna keep spamming this. But it's okay. You'll want to, if you can, always use Jrei's ultimate to break this. Because this is going to hurt. A lot. I told you. Same thing. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Boom. I'm actually I think I'm ahead of track. I don't remember. Oh no, I'm gonna drop off here a bit. It's fine. Actually, no, I am ahead of track. Oh, I think that's the fastest I've beaten it. Ooh, new record. Hoggers. All right, well, that's the first half done. I'll show you guys that part. So that's actually a new record. I wasn't planning to do that, but it just shows you the power of Jrei. So now we got that part out the way. Let's go into the second half. So we're gonna proceed into the challenge. Now, like I told you, we're gonna be using the break effect here. Other one ult, this one break effect. Now, the great thing about this one as well is I can activate all my techniques. And we're just gonna attack with her. It doesn't matter that much. Boop. Of course, you're gonna get lit up here. This is the reason why you gotta have a solid healer here. You're gonna get fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. So here, whether or not you want to ult here or not is up to you. Personally, I don't like ulting unless my raw mate ult is up, and it's not up yet. So we're just gonna do a basic. And of course, we're gonna do this. Of course, you always want to aim for, if you're using Himiko, you always want to go for the break. Now look at the skill points. That's free skill points, buddy. Oh, of course. Get some of that energy back up and get your follow-up attack. Boom, boom, boom. This side is much more straightforward than the other side. I've never had any problems with this side. I've only had problems with the first side. On the basic here. I'm gonna basic again. I don't see the point. Okay, now we're gonna ult. Now we're gonna ult. There we go. And now we're gonna ult. Like, you can ult before that. I don't think there's any point. You want to wait for the second wave when his... Essentially, you want to wait for his field to go down. And then you ult again. Well, that hurts a lot, obviously. I'm going to ult here. Just to make sure it doesn't go down, give everybody some speed. This is going to be a break. The only reason why I'm ulting with Luocha here is for free damage and to make sure that he goes into his state with his field. Ult. This is very, very straightforward. And whatever weaknesses you got going on, target those. Gonna skill. No, this is the annoying part. Well, actually, this is not the annoying part. The annoying part is coming up. We're gonna skill here. We're gonna ult again. Anytime that you get to 1, by that time your speed buffs are gonna start running out, so you might as well just activate it again. And we can very safely do that. We're gonna hold our ult. Now we're going to want to ult. We don't like this shit not one bit here. These asshole shields, you don't like those. So now you're going to ult with Luocha and follow that up with Himiko. Because it doesn't allow you to target him. So we're nipping it in the bud right now. Gone. Gone. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. See, that's unlucky. Survived with a pixel. How? I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't. But it's okay. Ult again. We're still very good at 1600. Going to skill here. Of course, doesn't matter that we just use a skill point. We get it back. We get it right back. That's a break. 100%. Even though it doesn't look like it, it is. And we're just gonna cook him now. He's fried. Fried biscuits. Just light him up. Damn! That's a new... I didn't plan for this. I didn't plan for this. I optimized my own strategy while I was telling it to you guys. So that's a general just 7,000 out of 8,000 points. My old record was 6,700. I just improved it by damn near 300 that quick. Hopefully you guys learned something from this. If anyone tells you otherwise, remember this. There are 3 characters in this mode that are tier 0. Robin, Ron May, Harmony main character. Those 3 are tier 0 in this mode. I just showed you. I just showed you. And of course, because of Robin, Tingyu's value is actually improved because Robin needs Tingyu in order to keep her ultimate up. So, I'm not gonna lie, if we're going by Pride Win standards, I put Tingyu in tier 0.5. Just because of how strong Robin is. Tingyu is significantly more valuable because Robin exists. Hopefully you guys learned something from that. I didn't intend for this to be this long. I was hoping this was a quick video, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's the walkthrough. If there's anything that you're confused about, like you don't understand why I did this or why I did that, let me know. There are better explanations of why you use Robin and the way that I use her, where you frame one it. I think Gotcha Smack has a better explanation for it. I'll include a video link in the description below. But if you have any other questions, let me know. Unfortunately, I am not a theory crafter. I am very much a feels crafter. So yeah, over 7,000 points, which is better than when I started. Don't know how that happened, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe. Your boy Ars is out.